Hey subscribers, welcome back to the channel. I know I've been kind of lacking here on a bunch of videos. I just haven't downloaded them. I did go to New Mexico. I have that video to download. I went to Laughlin overnight, came back, had that video, and I got a couple little upgrades that I'm doing. So today I'm talking about replacing this thing, this long metal. What is it? It's my antenna off my bike. And why am I replacing it? It works really well, but I'm trying to do something. So I went ahead and ordered this small antenna. It's antenna, and there's the part number. I'll go ahead and list it in the description, but it's 6 inches. So I'm saying wow, and it states that it will fit the Indian Challenger. So I decided to order it. I think it was, I don't know, $9 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, I'll check. So I went to put it on, and this is what I found out. So when I went to replace it here, I was having a little bit of difficulties trying to take the other antenna off, and the reason for it, there was a little bit of grime, gritty stuff from all my road trips. So I just used a little bit of WD-40 and sprayed it on that tilting mechanism where the antenna screws onto. Now on the 2020 Challenger Limited has this extra plate on it. Let me point it out to you guys. This plate right here, I can take that bolt off right here, and this plate will come off, and then you can just slip it up and deal with the antenna. But I'm not sure if all the other Indian Challengers have it, but this has the slot for it, so you can't tilt this mechanism down because the antenna goes through that hole there, goes up. So what I end up doing is taking the saddlebag off. As you can see, it's off, and I was able to unscrew my antenna, clean this up with some WD-40, which I can tilt it up and down. It doesn't matter on this Limited because of this plate here, where a lot of, I think on the other bikes they talk about you can tilt it down, take your antenna off, put the new antenna, and flip it back up. You can't do this on this Limited because it has this extra plate on it right here. It's just dressing, and it covers up a little gap there. So when I ordered this, I didn't talk anything about having this plate or this slot. It does state that it will fit Indian Challengers. So I went to put it on. So I just took it off the package, but to put it on, this is a 6 inch. That's what the size it comes. As you can see, this whole dressing plate there is still in the way. What I end up doing, it does go in there. It can go right underneath it, and I'll show you when I'm putting it on. But I do need that washer that goes in there first. There's a washer there, so you got to make sure you put that washer there. And then this has a little slot right there, and see, it doesn't go any further. So you got to get the tip of your antenna to fit underneath this dressing right here. And is it gonna block the reception and all that? I believe not. As long as you have an antenna on there, it doesn't matter whether it's covered by something. It doesn't have to be in the opening. That's my philosophy on it. But it fits right in there, and then what I end up doing is just screwing it on. Has a little tilt to it, but you'll see I'm already screwing it on, and it just screws on hand tighten. Now I will have this slot right here. There's nothing coming through it, and on the other side it doesn't have anything. It does have a slot on top here, and as well as the other side right here. And what they're for, I'm not too sure, but I do believe it's because of the antenna. Different models, different antennas. But see, that's hand tightened already. Let me give it a couple more turns from up above here. See, it's right there. And it just gets tucked right underneath there. So I don't think that's going to harm anything. I did turn the I put this antenna on previously, and I did turn the radio on, and it has good reception. So I believe that removing this, and why did I remove it? Because it was in the way. Every time I went around, either load some stuff on my rack, this antenna, I mean, as you guys can most attest to this, that it does stick way up, and it does get in the way to pack things up and go around it. So if you do want to change it, like I did, I just changed it. And there's another reason for it, and that'll be on my next video. So what you guys got to do is make sure you hit that bell. It'll notify you when I post a new video out. And actually I'm going to start the new video. It's not a complete video, so it's going to do, I'm going to take parts of it, and I'm going to start one part today, and hopefully get another part in the mail soon, and I'll be able to finish it. So like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that bell for all my future videos when I do post them. So like always guys, I'm out, and go face the road. I did put the rack on. As you can see, there's no antenna hitting anything or close to this packing right here. If I was to put a backpack or something, I would have to stretch it beyond my backpack or my luggage, whatever I was putting on this rack here. So there you go. Bye bye. And there's the rack. Well, that 6-inch antenna didn't work as well as I thought it would. So it coming out of the garage, some of the stations I would normally hear clear. I hear a lot of static. And then I kept thinking, well, on my road trips, I'm going to run into some small towns that reception is not going to be too good, and that small antenna just ain't going to cut it. So I called Indian, and well, actually I went down to Indian to get a low profile antenna, and I think it's, I'll list it right up here, just shy of 40 bucks. So I went to pick it up, and they didn't have one, but they could have one sent to them. And Cruise went ahead and ordered it from Tucson, Indian. Cruise, he went ahead and ordered it for me, and he gave me a call. I think it was the day after I ordered it that it came in. And so I picked it up on Saturday, put it on, pretty install. Didn't take very long. I did take my saddlebag off and side cover and all that just to make it a lot easier. And still, because of that rubber mount and that side cover there, it does cause a little bit of alignment issue. But once you get it going and tighten up in there, looks great. So take a look at these pictures now. So that's what I have now. Let me know what you guys have. Do you still have that long antenna, or the new low profile 13-inch antenna from Indian? Can't go wrong. Didn't pay full price for it, and I think it's probably because either they had a sale that day or 20% off or something like that, but it only cost me, I think it was like 25 and some change. So it's a good buy. Now I have a peace of mind that I will be able to have good reception and listen to the radio. So let me know what you guys have on your bike.